Hallo Leute, wir sitzen hier in Hamburg in der Großen Freiheit. Machine Head sind in den letzten Zügen ihrer Tour zu The Blackening. Die Jungs sind jetzt 3 Jahre ununterbrochen oder nur mit kleinen Pausen unterwegs gewesen und wir werden uns mit Robb genau über dieses Thema unterhalten. Robb, I just told the audience that you've been on tour constantly, nearly constantly for 3 years now. Are you looking forward to the end? Or are you happy that the end is in sight in a way?
Happy that the end is near. This is a really awesome moment for us still. You know, the Black Procession, it's the first proper headlining tour that we've done and carrying our own lights and our own show. We played 1 hour and 45 minutes last night, so it's a high note for us to end on.
With The Blackening came a time of extensive touring. I mean, you did the Slipknot tour, you obviously did the Metallica tour.
Black Crusade,
Black Crusade with
Mayhem, Heaven and Hell, Lamb of God,
right on, yeah.
Megadeth.
So, what would you say was your
Slayer,
highlight?
Megadeth. I mean, there's been so many amazing moments, but headlining Wacken to 85,000 people, just remember being like, I wasn't nervous, I was excited. I was just like excited. And then I walked out there and I was like, holy fuck. You know, I had a couple of buddies on the side of the stage that came over from the Bay Area, and I remember just looking at them being like, Jesus Christ. You know, like, it was awesome.
On this tour, on this 3-year run, you also had a lot of problems. I mean, Phil collapsing on stage several times is a big problem in a way, right? Then you nearly quit your own band, which is weird in a way as well.
That got a little more exaggerated than it was, but...
It really?
Yeah.
So how was it really? I mean, you had your problems with Adam, right?
It was 4 hours of serious consideration. Okay. Let's put it that way. But it didn't quite, I never said the words.
Mm-hmm. How did you deal with that? I mean, did you went to therapy together with Adam?
We did, Adam and I. Yeah, I mean, you know, look, you put 10 dudes on a bus for 3 years. Guess what? You know, the bus is as big as this room here. You know, things are going to come to a head. You know, people are going to get on at each other's throats, and we did. You know, we're both pretty hard-headed dudes, but you know, we agreed to try and work it out because this meant more to us, and the band meant more to us, and I think we went for about 3 months, and it was really good, man. It was really good, and we got past it, and now I don't want to kill him, I just want to strangle him sometimes. So.
How do you deal with the situation regarding Phil? This is pretty uncontrollable, right? Yeah. In a way, you can do nothing, or
that's a very it's a very complicated issue, and it's not just a matter of okay, go home and get better, because it can happen at home too and be just as detrimental, So in some ways, because a little bit of it has to do with stress and stuff, he's less stressed out on the road. So it's almost better for him to be out on the road at times, So, he's taken steps to get it done, and he has taken steps to get it improved, and he's working with his doctors, and it hasn't happened for a while, knock on wood, but it hasn't happened for a while. He's been better, so.
Yeah. Okay, last question. You are now on the road with your own production. Is that something you were looking forward to during the last month as well?
We were so inspired by the Metallica tour and how much they mix up the set. They've got they've got a pretty standard set, and they've got 3 or 4 wild card spots where that song changes, and they busted out so many Trapped Under Ice and Damage Incorporated and Fight Fire with Fire. We were like, oh my God, it's just so cool. And to we do have fans that follow the tour, and to give them a little bit something different every night, and for us just to like, you know, when we've been busting out 3 songs. We busted out Spine the other day for that. We've never played that song live off the More Things Change. Been playing Exhale the Vial, which we haven't played in 11 years. Playing, you know, we haven't played Blood, Sweat, and Tears in 5 years. We played that the other night. Playing Seasons Wither. You know, we're going to try and work in Days Turn Blue to Gray. And, you know, Elegy. We played Blood of the Zodiac not too long ago. We played Wolves the other night, which we've only played twice. Just kind of like relearning all the parts and like, what's the, you know, I got my dude like a little, like a lyric sheet on the side of the monitor because I'm like, you know, we're playing 14 songs and we're changing them. I'm like,
as long as you don't need a monitor in
I
front of you.
I don't quite need that. But I got like the first line of the verse, and as long as I got that first line, it'll trigger everything else. But, like I don't have, if I miss that first line, I'm like,
wir sitzen hier mit Babyface, das ist der Gitarrentech von Phil und von Rob und gleichzeitig auch noch der Basstech von Adam. Babyface, your job sounds like a lot of work. Is it really that hard?
Yeah, it's just time consuming. So basically you have to be able to like negotiate how much time you can do. So basically just get a system in place and it's easier to set it up every day. As long as you have your system in place, it goes pretty quick, luckily.
What is the worst scenario you could imagine? What could happen during a Machine Head show, or what has happened during the last month?
Maybe not in the last month, but the switching system we have is made by Bob Bradshaw, and it's definitely a boutique-style instrument, you know, system. And when it goes down, it just shuts the whole show down. We had an incident happen at Loud Park in Japan, huge show, 100,000 people, it's just giant, and you know everything's good. Right before we go on, system goes down, so it's kind of hectic.
What did you do then? Could you improvise, or what happened?
Yeah, we made like a little pedal board, and you know we kind of got through some of it, but pretty much half the set was pretty much out of the way, so it was very strenuous, very hectic, and makes you not feel good at the end of the day.
I guess a lot of people want to know what it takes to become a professional tour manager.
You gotta love this business, man, to do this shit. It's definitely a labor of love. I've said it since day one, you know. You give up a lot. You know, you give up your home life, you give up, you know, I can't get up in the middle of the night and go to my fridge or go to my own bathroom or, you know, roll over and kiss my girlfriend or, you know, pet my dog or none of that, you know. It's, you give a lot up, you know, to do this. So if you don't want to give up everything that you wake up to every day for a minimum of 9 to 10 months a year, don't bother. Yeah.
Did you think when the touring cycle for The Blackening started that this job would last 3 years?
No, you don't ever really expect any job to go 3 years, you know, I mean, nobody but like Metallica does that kind of crap, you know. I figured this would have been another good year of work and I'd have moved on or whatever, and every time they'd go to shut down, oh no, we're gonna go do this. Okay, all right. Well, so we're gonna shut down when? Well, we're gonna do this now. So it's just been like it's been an ongoing evolution, but it's definitely been a fun ride.
What makes Machine Head special for you?
Just the camaraderie. They've done a lot for me, you know, and personally. You know, a lot of things that any other band that I've worked for wouldn't, or you know, I wouldn't think would have done what these guys have done for me. My father passed away, or was passing away when we were in Tel Aviv, and Phil, his dad, he had just lost his dad, and he walked up to me and with his credit card and said, "Get home, however you have to get home." Who does that? Who does that?